Okay, this is one of my favorite categories to talk about, which is baby books, books for babies. And I think I get warm fuzzies because when I started buying Usborne books and more, my daughter was a toddler and my son was 2 months old. So I bought a lot of baby books because I was looking for things that would engage my little new baby. And boy, do we have a whole bunch of stuff. So let's see. There's the Hello Baby series. It's in plastic, so you'll have to just excuse the plasticky sound. But these are just soft, cushiony, little padded books. There's just a few pages. Each one has a little something different to say. They come with this cute little handle that has the little rings on them. So I love that they can play with them. They end up, getting lugged around the house, but they're soft enough that you can use them at tummy time or even put them with the little one. And, if they aren't so coordinated and bump their face, it's okay because you're bumping their face on a soft surface. We have a couple of different series like this, but of the soft books. So if you're looking for something like that for really young babies, these are great and I love them. These were my son's. They're our baby's very first stroller books. These are fantastic. I used to hook these to his car seat and to the stroller when he was like 4 or 5 months old, and he could they're small enough, his little hands could grab them, and the bright colors would catch his attention, and he just really loved those. Another one that are just tiny that he liked, there's our Under the Sea book and our Usborne Chunkies. It's just a big fat chunky book. Doesn't have a whole lot in it. It just has dolphins and seahorses and all that. So there is something for you to read. But again, it's one that they can just sort of engage with their tiny little hands all by themselves, which is so important. We have a couple of these, the baby's very first finger trail books, which have these little grooves in them that they can follow with their little tiny fingers. This is a good early activity for the babies, just that texture. It has a little bit of flap to it, but not a whole lot of flaps because, at this age they tear flaps, they have a tendency to tear the flaps. But what I found was when my son was really little, he couldn't really even find the flaps. He would just do the finger trail, and then he found the flaps when he got older. There's also baby's very first Slide and See, which have little things that they can move along. Again, they just can stick their little finger in it and make things move. And that's really fun for them, and the image changes. So there's a couple of Slide and Sees and finger trails. And then there's also baby's very first touchy-feely books. There's several of these with lots of different textures and things for them to touch. There's even a Christmas one. How cute is that? And then, let's see, there's also baby's very first noisy books, which every mother needs. Okay, I get it. You maybe don't want another thing in your house that make noises, but I will say they just love them. I mean, I have a video of my son literally just pushing each of these little train sound buttons over and over, and he'll still pull it at 2.5. And yes, there's the sound playing forever. But there's several of these. These are really fun for them. They love sounds, and that engages their little attention for quite some time. One of our most famous series is our Usborne Touchy Feely That's Not My series. So there's tons of them. That's Not My Lion, That's Not My Dragon, Kitty Dog. This is our newest one. The 50th one to come out this summer was That's Not My Unicorn. So it's now available. And I love these because they all follow the same pattern. That's Not My Unicorn. Its mane is too fluffy. What it is to may change, but That's Not My fill in the blank. It's whatever is to whatever is the pattern. And so what you'll find that I think is super cute is you'll read these to them, and when they're babies, they'll just touch them and engage with them that way. And then when they're toddlers, they will read them to themselves because they know what it says. And like we just got this one, and it was new, and my daughter at 4 who can't read, she just did all the words, and I just had to fill in the blank. She just did That's Not My Unicorn. And I would read the second page. Its hooves are too bumpy. So it's just fun to see them kind of figure out those patterns and engage with them that way. In that same series of That's Not My series, the same illustrator, they have a new book that came out this fall called Taller and Shorter. So it just tells you like the frog is taller than mouse, but shorter than duck, which I like that it teaches short, tall relationships, which is a good skill for them to learn as toddlers. And it's just a fun book. And it has little peekaboo things, and it unfolds for the big giraffe. So that's a fun new one. Oh, here's another baby's first touchy-feely in that same look as the Slide and See and the finger trail. But this is just a touchy-feely playbook, they call it. So it has a little bit more. It has things to touch, and then it has flaps in it. and some things like finger trails. It kind of combines all of the fun in one book. So that's another great one to check out. There's also, I know, more baby books. Baby's Very First Bus Book, which I love. This one has a cute little story of little animals getting on the bus. But it also has these wheels, and they actually work. So the book rolls, so it becomes a little car, which is fun as they get a little bigger. And then we have all of these little mini libraries. So there's Baby's Very First Little Library. There's a first black and white library. I like this one, the Mini Machines library. This is a cute one. That's the little artist books where they're all different types of artists. These are all really sweet books that I absolutely adore for babies. So check out these baby books for babies in your life. I also highly recommend picking up a couple of these to have in your stash for baby showers. I give baby books with any shower gift that I give. That way if I buy the boring nursing pads, I can throw in a cute book and not feel like I had a boring shower gift. Just a little tip from Janay. Check out more of our baby books at UsbornewithJanay.com.